Hey everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Obviously a little bit of a different setup. I filmed my inky over analysis and my currently inked, and turns out I didn't film them, so that is a great representation of the type of month I've had, I guess, so the last few weeks. So what I thought I'd do is just jump on and just talk you guys through it, because I still really like sharing where I'm at. So if I come back here, this was October, my little splat there, and I chose Pelican Edelstein Rose Quartz. This was my October currently inked. I'm not going to go through it all because I'll do that in my over analysis, but I had 8 pens inked. These two down here were favourites, so was this one here, but that's what that was. And then this brings us to our inky over analysis. So the thing that I learnt most of all, and I think this has been a few months in the making, is I think I'm inking up too many pens. I've been inking up, I can even look at September's even more, too many. I'm not writing them all dry. It's just become too much. And this learning, I guess, is has directly impacted how many pens I'm going to ink up for November, or how many I did, because I don't know where the video is gone. And some thinking about kind of planning for next year as well. So to be continued, this one. What I loathe, oh wow, did you hear that thunder? It's been like 28 degrees all day, and now it's getting muggy and it's going to storm. So let's hope I do this before the storm comes. The Opus 88, inked with Sailor Nekoyanagi. I'm just not finding the right inks to put in this pen, because I'm just not enjoying the writing experience. It's just, I'm not saying that I'm hating it or loathing it, but it's letting me down, which is a pity. So I need to really think about what ink to put into it next. But I'm not inking it up in November. I just needed a little bit of a break from it because it's, yeah, causing me a bit of strife. Loved Birmingham Pen Company, Pennsylvania Fieldstone. This is going to be a carryover. It's about halfway, and I've just loved it every time I pick it up. So this is coming into November with me, and looking forward to, well, if you didn't read on, I'm going to only ink up 6 pens. I think 6 is going to be the magic number, knowing that 2 of them are mainly work ones. With all my inner thoughts, 8 feels like too much, 4 doesn't feel like enough, 5 sometimes doesn't feel like enough as well, and I don't know, I like something about the number 6, so that's what I'm going to try. I love this one so much, I decided to make it my one splat title page. That's kind of just what it ends up being. I mean, some I've missed, some I've just done some decorations, but I've done 2 splats in a row. I do quite like that. Maybe I'll try something like that again one day. But for now, it was a splat, and that brings us to our November currently inked. I did a few, in terms of themes, it's not as thematic as some of my previous videos, or previous months, sorry, have been the last few months. I wanted to use up a couple samples. There was some that I definitely wanted to carry over, and then other things I just really wanted to use. So going up from the top, we have my vintage Parker Vacuumatic in the Golden Pearl. I have wanted to get Pilot Iroshizuku and Inoho into a pen for so long, and this month was the month. And what's great, I guess, about having to redo this video is I've actually written with most of these already. I've written with the top 5. I haven't done a journal entry with the Jinhao yet. And I can tell you that this writes beautifully. Next up, this was my first carryover, my Traveller's Company Brass. It's the fine nib with the Utamaro Ume Murasaki. This is still one I'd consider getting a bottle of. I absolutely love this pen, and I absolutely love this ink. It is an absolute pleasure to write with. That sample gone. After that one, bringing this guy back into rotation. The Pens by Casey, Primary Manipulation 3. I picked up at a pen meetup. It's like a really small sample of Sailor Ink Studio 335. I thought the purple could just match nicely to some of the purple in here. I don't have too much to say about this one, but it's one that I've just wanted to try for a while, so I thought November's the month. This one you already know about. It's just been such an absolute joy to write with. I love it so much. It's the TWSBI Eco Extra Fine Nib, Birmingham Pen Company, Pennsylvania Fieldstone. What an absolute gem. Next up, and this one's changed a little bit, and I don't actually have it with me, it's at work. The Mahjong A1, it's got colour versus matter in it. As I started writing with this at work, I found it a touch light, and it's not even that it was a touch dry. There was just something a little bit not quite right with it, and I had a tiny bit left of a Robert Oster blue black sample, so I actually put that into it just to make it a little bit darker, and I don't think it's changed the fluidity, the wetness level of it, but just that touch shade darker has made a really big difference for me, and I'm really enjoying that at work. Finally, I really wanted to get this pen back into the mix. This is the Jinhao 82, the Volcanic Grey. I tried putting my Goulet Pen's fine nib on it, and I could not for the life of me to get it to write, so I put the extra fine, which you would have seen on the pale blue in some previous videos. And I've put Sailor Isatora in there. Again, that was finishing up a sample. If I get a spare moment, which I don't think I will this month, I do want to try and get that fine nib working. I'm not sure what was going on, but something just wasn't working, and we went back to the extra fine. But even with the extra fine, because that seems to be a wetter nib and with this feed, it's got a bit of bounce. No issues with the amount of ink it's putting down. It makes it that little bit darker, which makes it a lot easier for me to read. So look, it's a short video, a lot shorter than what my usual inky over analysis and currently inked are, but that's because I'm refilming them. As always, I'd really love to know what you guys are inking up for November. What do you think of this lineup? For the Inaho lovers out there, please let me know what your second best is, because my sample will run out one day. I've still got Goose Poupon to try and a couple of others, but this is just writing so beautifully. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. But yeah, drop in the comments below what you're really looking forward to writing with this month, and I will chat to you guys again soon. Bye.